Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Warhammer 40k Gladius Relics of War Let's Play. Before we get started today, it is worth mentioning that I have been given access by Slytherin, the publisher of the game, to I think the release version. I don't know if it's like the 100% 1.0 completely finished version or not, but it is definitely closer to that than this press build that I've been playing. So what I think I might do is start another campaign in parallel to this one with a different faction, since I believe all the factions are unlocked in that one. I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet. But I am going to keep this one going a little bit longer just because we've already gotten kind of invested in it. So I don't think there's any way for me to transfer my progress to that. I don't know, we'll see. But I might just end up doing 2 campaigns of this. That way we can look at more than one faction, especially since the game is coming up very close to release. So that way we'll get a little bit more of a look at it before you can get your hands on it. And that'll help you guys, I guess, make a more informed decision as to whether or not you might want to pick it up. So let's go ahead and advance our turn. And that'll be our next new tile acquired whenever the AI finishes their shenanigans. Let's see, are the Necrons up to anything up here? Are they going to come after us? I don't see them. Nope, no they are not. Alright, you guys, do me a favor and heal yourselves. Let's put you on guard duty. Do the same there. Yeah, you keep moving north. Okay, production. So, regarding these tiles to the south, somebody suggested that I use the clear tile option here. The thing is, I don't know that that's going to help us, because it clears tiles of any forest, imperial ruins, or wireweed. I don't know what is conferring that minus 25 loyalty bonus, because there's other imperial ruins that are not conferring that. Or I don't know why I called it a bonus, it's a penalty. But I don't know what is conferring that penalty, because there's nothing consistent among them. Obviously here it's just desert and imperial ruins. We know that imperial ruins aren't doing it because they're not doing it here. We know that desert isn't doing it because it's not doing it there. Tundra is doing it. These grasslands are doing it. There doesn't seem to be any consistency. So clearing the tile may not actually get rid of the penalty. But what it will do is it will get rid of the bonuses, because we're going to lose the imperial ruins, which are giving us the extra requisition bonus there. So I don't know if it will help us at all. I guess we can go ahead and try it and just see. Maybe we'll test it on like this or something. So it won't even let me clear it. Do I have to? I think I have to claim it first. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, it won't let me do it there. I'm reluctant to claim it, because if I can't clear it and get rid of that penalty, then we're stuck with that penalty. So I'm just not even going to touch them. And up here, we need 3 new slots, or we have 3 new slots, so we need to decide what we want to build. Let's see, we're at 12 out of 12. We have enough loyalty to... see, the thing is, we can fall behind on this really quickly. So no, going with more population is a terrible idea right now, because that would overtake our loyalty pretty fast. And once that happens... oh wait, no, what am I saying? What am I saying? We're at plus 16 right now, so we're fine. In that case, we're going to do dormitories here first. We're going to follow that up with the Generatorum and then the Librarium. Okay. And let's see. Our Librarian's getting trained back up. And our Scout Bikers and our Devastator Marines are getting closer to finishing as well. So let's clear our notifications and end our turn and see what the Necrons decide to do. I'm a bit concerned about this southern flank down here, the southeastern one, I guess. The enemies are still yet to have been discovered down there, so we don't really know what they're up to. I'm going to put you there. You continue to move up. We've got a pretty nasty force up here now. The thing, though, is those Necrons were really giving it to us, and I'm just not sure that we're capable of dealing with them without more Devastators and stuff, because the Devastators, I think, are going to be our best hard counter to vehicles, and it seems like the Necrons really like their vehicles. So until we have them, I don't know that I feel comfortable trying to, you know, rush them or anything. Okay, let's just have you guys hang out for right now. Wow, okay, that was a quick turn. Well, at least with these quick turns, we are getting closer and closer to having Dreadnoughts. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I just hope they're really, really solid. I wonder what kind of Dreadnought it's going to be, because it just says Dreadnought. I would assume it's just going to be standard then, but since I don't recall in the research there being like any other forms of Dreadnought. Yeah, as far as I know, there isn't. Ooh, apothecaries. Las cannons, dozer blades on probably our predators, I would think. Well, actually, since the Predator uses the same body type, or the same like chassis as every other Space Marine like tank type vehicle, like the Vindicator, I think is still the same body type, just slightly modified. The Rhinos and the what's the other one? I think it was back here. The Hunter is the same chassis. I forgot my I lost my line of sight, my line of thought. I think those will fit on anything because they're all using the same chassis is what I was trying to get at there. Terminators, the flesh is weak. That's a reference to I want to say it's the crap. I wanted to call them the Iron Hands. It's not the Iron Hands. I forget. Anyways, that's a chapter tactic in the actual tabletop game. So it does not look like there's multiple types of Dreadnoughts. So I have no idea if we're going to be getting like a Venerable versus a Ironclad versus just a standard one, or maybe we start with a standard one and we can upgrade it to a Venerable or an Ironclad. I personally like the Ironclads myself. I like to play Dreadnoughts very aggressively because they are quite good in melee combat, and they're quite good at dealing with like vehicles and characters in melee combat. So running an Ironclad that's just like a really, really durable beat stick is a lot of fun. And obviously in the game it's a little bit different, but still I like the look of them too. The extra armor plating and stuff to me is like really badass, and they have like that reactive armor that looks really cool. The same reactive armor that's on like your Land Raiders and stuff. I quite like the aesthetic of that. I don't think the Necrons are going to attack unless they've gone really, really wide over the ocean to kind of skirt around our troops. Okay, so Dreadnought research is finished. We can start producing those. We need to choose a new research. And I want to do something that's just going to give us a passive bonus. So I think making our melee fighters just a little bit more powerful is a good idea. I don't want to rely too much on things we have to produce, because there's already enough we have to produce that we're struggling to stay on top of. That's a chapter tactic, so that's not going to be very useful. That's probably an active ability. That would be good too. We'll probably do that next. Alright. How are we doing down here? 2 turns on the devs, 3 on the librarian, 1 on the scouts, 2 on the dorms. And let's actually see if we wanted to make a dreadnought. It doesn't even cost that much. That's kind of nice. It's the same as like a tactical marine, so why not? Tactical marines haven't been very good so far. Maybe these will be better. It looks like this is going to be close combat oriented, so we'll try it out. We'll queue it up to do, or to train after the scouts are done, which will be next turn. And I kind of want to scout further up. I'm just very wary of pressing too far north. Let's go up just a little bit. We'll go to a narrower part of the map. Gotta be very careful though, because obviously they control the coasts and we have a very hard time dealing with them over there. Just because there's not a lot of ways for us to actually fight them other than just trade shots. And so far that hasn't been working well for us. We seem to be a lot more melee oriented than them, but if they stay out on the water, we can't actually melee attack them. We learned that the hard way when we tried to attack with our captain, and he just fired his bolt pistol a couple times. So yeah, we need to fight them on land and force them to fight us on land. That's difficult to do though, because there's really no way to bait them into doing it. They could just as easily ignore me and sail down the coast, so I have to be careful with that. Let's see. So scout bikes are done. It's tempting to send you north. The thing is, you're probably going to get wiped out. You're probably a lot more survivable. Where the hell are you even? Where did you go? Oh, there they are. Okay. Got you. Yeah, come this way. I'm going to have them scout further along in this direction, because we didn't make it very far over there. I wish I could get you into that spot. Let's see. Move over. You move over there. Next turn we'll get you up here, but I do want you in the front. And you guys are just going to go on guard duty. We don't want to push up too much further than this until we have the devs ready. I don't know if one will be enough. We'll try it with one, and if we have to scrap it and rebuild our army after, then so be it. I just don't want to sit around too long, and we've already done a lot of that. And the enemy doesn't seem to be playing very aggressively. Okay, there's our devastators. Let's get them moving. What do they look like? Let's see. Can we rotate the camera? What gun is that? It looks like a las cannon, I'm assuming. Yeah, it looks like a las cannon. It's kind of a strange looking las cannon. It's a bit short, and generally they have a different like muzzle on them, but it's probably a las cannon. I was expecting them to spawn with like heavy bolters or something, and then maybe get like research to upgrade them, but whatever. It's kind of interesting because in the tabletop, the Devastators don't actually come with heavy weapons. They're basically just tactical marines that are allowed to carry heavy weapons, but you actually have to purchase that stuff. By default, they're literally just tactical marines. You should be on guard duty. That's done, so we're doing power next. That'll take us up to 18 population over time, which will leave us at plus 10 loyalty, so we should be fine. We can actually add another dormitory somewhere if we wanted to. I'm curious. We can acquire this. We can't build on it, but that does give us some nice bonuses. Yeah, let's claim that next. And we're doing more tactical marines. You know what? Let's do that. Give me some more devs. Okay. As soon as they get up to the front lines, we'll start advancing. But obviously they've got a little bit of a hike in front of them first. Although they'll move faster once they're out of the city, which they are now. Still no sign of the Necrons. They must have fallen back, because they definitely haven't attacked us. At least not that I'm aware of, and I'm pretty sure I'd get notified. So start pushing up. Oh, Librarian's done too. Great. I guess we're going to send him to that front as well. Levitate or Shockwave? Let's go with Shockwave. That was pretty damn powerful last time. Let's get him on up there. We'll be a little bit more cautious with him this time. Wait, how many levels? Oh, really? So he gets his levels back. Is that right? Yeah, it would appear that he is the same Librarian. He's still level 3. We just had to retrain him to revive him. That's cool. By the way, you can rename stuff. So if I wanted to, I could name him... Where the hell did he go? Up here. Nope, there it is. So I could name him like Epistolary, whatever the hell his name is. I always go for like Jonah Orion from Dawn of War, but obviously they don't look very similar, so yeah, but you can rename these guys if you are inclined to do so. So for example, with like your tacticals, you could do like Tactical Squad 1, Tactical Squad 2, or whatever. You'd probably go through a lot of tactical squads though, so that might be a bad idea, just to maybe not get attached to them, but for everybody else, it might be worth doing. Scouts, keep on pushing that way. We need to reclaim this, by the way. I don't think it's ours anymore. So, could you... Ooh, I don't want to deal with the wireweed, though. Maybe I'll have the scouts loop around and do it. Okay. Keep moving. Yeah, okay. End turn. Almost there. This is going to be one hell of a force we send at them. It's going to have 3 heroes in it, all of which are at least like level 2, 3. He's higher than that even. 2 tanks, Assault Marines, Tactical Marines, Devastator Marines. Did I forget to click that? Was it not going? Or did I waste a turn there? No, it would have told me to move them. Yeah, I guess it didn't register when I clicked it. Okay. So you guys need to hustle on up. I'm gonna have you levitate over there. Maybe not. Maybe don't. It's only 1 tile further. So yeah, just run there and then we'll levitate you maybe from that point. Okay, so if you could go to there and grab that for me. That would be great. And that should stay ours. Well, it was ours before, wasn't it? And then it apparently went away. I think I need to keep something adjacent to it or plant a fortress on top of it. Not on top of it, next to it. But I think that's what we're going to need to do in order to keep it ours permanently, because it doesn't seem to want to stay ours otherwise. I need to do that up here as well with some of this stuff. Also just to keep line of sight, because we get the fog of war coming in when we don't have troops standing here. That's kind of pointless. But yeah, we start getting the fog of war coming back when we don't have troops here, and so it would be worth putting down a fortress maybe like next to this, so that A, we can claim that, and B, we can see what's happening in this middle area without having to have troops running back and forth through it. Okay, so with that reclaimed, let's move out this way. And we still need to discover which faction is to our east. I figure the starting areas are probably like Necrons, and then we know that there's Orcs and Imperial Guard. So I assume one is in this corner and one is in this corner. Now, I don't know what the landmass looks like, so it's entirely possible that it's going to be similar to this, where it's like a really rough kind of coastline, in which case maybe they're closer than we think, or it's entirely possible that this is the coastline and this is going to be land all the way to the edge, so they could be all the way at the extremes, as far as we know. And the only way to find out is to go scout it, or wait for them to come to us. And I don't like that idea very much, so we're going to go find out. That's the other location the librarian has to visit. I'm not super worried about that right now. We've got kind of a battle on our hands in the very near future. So, move up to there. I wish you could move closer. Let's put you there. Those damn choke points. Alright, well, just do it. They seem to have fallen back. They'll probably come flying around the corner on the next turn, though, and start shooting us. So just keep moving up, at the very least. I don't want to put anybody in wireweed. So just move where you can. And once we're around this little lake, we should be alright. And that'll let the librarian catch up. Okay, so we know that that's all water. Why don't you go here? You're going to get killed by those things, probably. But you can't capture that. Oh, and we got enslavers again, and more wasp things. Ancient Path Cutter. Well, you can try it on them. It won't take effect until next turn. Alright, so the game crashed on me there. I am not entirely sure why. So, luckily the game auto-saves every turn. We just need to move these people back to where they were. And I think the devs are right where I wanted them. I could move them up to here, though. Yeah, let's get them a little bit closer. Although that might be a mistake, because, well, as long as they're not standing in the razor wire, they'll be fine. Let's see. Well, now that I know that there's enslavers there, I'm going to kind of cheat. So far. Prometheum relay pipes. Is that those right there? Yeah. What does that do? More power? Okay. Good to know. Right. Let's go ahead and end our turn then. But yeah, I haven't really had any performance issues or, you know, bugs, crashes, or anything like that with this particular build of the game. This is, as I've mentioned before, like a beta press build. So, oh, the enslavers found our scout bikes. One-shotted them. Okay, well, we didn't really scout much more than we had already seen. We're going to need to send in a pretty good force to deal with those enslavers. They always give us just absolute hell. Where did the Necrons go? I wonder if they're fighting the other faction. Oh, there's another location for our librarian, so we can actually grab that one and leave this one for last. Let's see. Keep moving up. Push you there. Ah, crap. Well, I don't want to leave anybody sitting in that razor weed, so I was hoping I could move you through there, but apparently I can't. Alright, come back around this way then. You guys start moving up. But yeah, I'm wondering if they might have had to shift their army to their other flank. This has expanded a little bit, but I think this is their main city right here. So if we can destroy this, that'll really, you know, cripple them. And if we could start hitting their main city, that'll definitely give them something to think about. But we need to hamper their production. That's the only way we're going to win this. Because we're a bit limited. We only have the one city, whereas they have, you know, several. Well, 2 right now, but they can make as many as they want, given enough resources. I do wonder... Okay, close combat mastery's done. Just in time for us to engage in another battle. Is our dreadnought done as well? Or did it not get queued up? No, it's there. Did I forget to move him? No, it finished his turn, right. Right. Do we make another? Yeah, let's make another. We could make another hero as well, but I think with my next bit of influence, I'm going to drop another fortress down. I think either putting it here or here would be a good idea. I think this makes more sense because we could use the influence bonus. It'll help us, you know, accumulate the influence back faster. I don't think population needs to grow any faster than it is. But we'll see. Let's choose new research. I liked the idea of doing a passive bonus. So I think we were going to look at extra vehicle armor. That'll help our dreads and our predators. Let's get him running up to the rest of our units. So it's just a regular dreadnought. He looks like he has a multi-melta and just like a regular dreadnought claw. Yeah, pretty standard. Okay, so, well, I guess a multi-melt is not standard, but you know what I mean. Start moving up, people. I want the devs first. You guys can jump, so you don't necessarily need to be in the front. You can end up there pretty quickly. Let's see, we'll do tacticals on the flanks. Librarian, I'm gonna hover you into here. Oh, I keep forgetting I need to left click. There we go. Okay. And Mr. Captain, why don't you come up here? Ah, there they are. There's the Necrons. Okay. What can we do to them from here? I could boost our morale. I don't think that's going to help much. I think we're going to have to just eat their Alpha Strike and hope that we can counter Doomsday Arc. That thing's got a lot of firepower. Okay, well, let's go back up here so we can see what happens and we'll end our turn. Oh, there's a lot of them, actually. Most of them retreated, but those, I forget what those guys are called, decided to move closer. It's going to be interesting, because again, I can't engage them in melee, so we're going to have to get the range units up there, the Predators and the Devastators, the Tacticals, kind of let them do their thing, but there's no point in having him stand up there because he can't actually attack them. Well, he can. He'll just use his pistol, and that's kind of a waste. So let's move you out of the way so I can get more of our range units up here. If I could get you there and the Predator here, that should allow you to engage. Why don't you fire first? I don't think he gets a counterattack, but just in case, you're probably a little bit more likely to survive it. Actually, you know what? I should have still moved him up there because he can throw grenades. You can't. And I don't think a flamer is going to be particularly useful against a destroyer. But I could be wrong. You don't have a lot of health, though. The captain's the only one with a lot of health. And he's got the best armor as well. So, yeah, we're going to move you around the back so I can get more units in here. That has wireweed, which is really inconvenient. Let's do something like this. Oh, okay. Well, crack grenade right there, if you don't mind. That looks like it'll do pretty good damage, actually. They're going to take some fire, but that did a ton of damage. Oh, it actually killed them both. Well then. And that leveled up our Librarian. Hold on. What's he got? Levitate 1, Shockwave 1, Objuration 1. I wonder how good Objuration is against Necrons. Well, I'll try it. And let's see, there's not a whole lot you can do from back there. Ah, crap. Turn into a real logjam here. Real logjam. Okay, you keep running. And that's about all we can do. Unfortunately, he's going to hit us pretty hard. And whatever else they've got is probably going to come do the same. Yep, that arc's going to probably just outright slaughter those tactical marines. Oh, he ran away. Actually, it didn't do that much damage. I was expecting a lot worse. Like a lot worse. Oh, there we go. Apparently it gets a few attacks. Huh. What are you going to do? You're going to fire on them too? Alright, well there's our tactical marines down. Okay. You can't fire from there, which is really annoying. I could put the Devastators there, but I don't know how survivable they're going to be. And that could be a real issue. So how do we want to do this? Let's move you here. I think that allows you to shoot them. Good. You can't. At least not from there. This is going to be too far away, I believe. But we can try it. No, you can't fire from there. Okay, let's see. We'll put you there. No idea where I want you. Let's at least move you up a little bit. Keep you moving as well. Okay. We know we can't hit them from here, so I'm going to go here. Accuracy penalty if they've moved. So unfortunately we'll be less accurate on this turn as we fire at them, but there's not a lot we can do about that. I wonder if you can hit them from here. It's a bit of a risk, because if I put them there and they can't fire, they could get killed on the next turn. And that would really set us back. Let's see, if I put you here... Let's see, what does this do? +2 accuracy? Okay, move there. Can you use that on other... Is it only on yourself? Apparently it's only on yourself. Alright, well, fire on it with your las guns. That did pretty good damage. Let the Predator light it up as well. And unfortunately you can't fire on them. Maybe put you guys in guard stance. I don't think that actually it takes effect until the next turn, so it might not make any difference. Oh, you can hit him with objuration. Do that then. Cancel this. Can you not do that this turn? Oh, you did it. Perfect. And it got the kill. Alright, so the objuration is really effective against Necrons. I figured it would be. It says it hurts mechanical units. But Necrons are kind of special in that regard. They're sort of like living metal, so I wasn't positive. Deeds of Glory is where I'm going to spend my points there. Population's up, and let's see, production of our Librarium is complete. So, what are you queued up to do next? You're going to claim another tile. Okay, fair enough. That one's not going to have any building slots though, so if we want to continue building we need to grab another one after that. I think we'll go this way. And we'll probably need another dormitory. Yeah, we're a little behind on our population right now. But we have to make sure we keep the loyalty up too. Okay. So after that round of shooting, we'll see what they decide to do. This thing is pretty deadly, but it looks like it's gonna... Oh, they're gonna engage my tacticals again. They like killing tactical marines. I don't get it. It's low-hanging fruit, but it doesn't really help them because the tacticals aren't much of a threat to them. So I don't really get the appeal. Oh, you can fire pretty far. Yeah, go ahead. What do we do there? Oh man, we almost wiped that thing out. Okay. Oh, Captain, my Captain, why don't you run up here? And, oh, we got Praetorians. Okay. It looks like they are going to do pretty good damage back to you. So let's rotate a bit. You can fire on them to soften them up a little bit first. Did that do anything? 1.5, it's not great. Can't get you in there, so I'm actually going to keep you a little bit out of reach. Let's move you up there. Shift you to here, shift you up. Librarian, if you get to there, I think you can... Stop ending your turn. You can objuration this guy. At the very least, it'll give him gets hot. Yeah, I think because he's a character, he doesn't count toward, you know, getting exploded by that ability. Let's go ahead and destroy that. It's no longer a threat. And over here, let's see, we could fire on the Praetorians or on the Destroyer Lord. It's not going to do a lot of damage. That might be better. Can you use your power sword? I think you already moved. Yeah, no, we can't do that. Oh, wait, what the hell? Okay, fair enough. Did pretty good damage, so can you kill that unit now? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Oh, you leveled up. Could do more loyalty. I'm not going to do that yet. We've got time. Flamer 3. Flamer is going to be good against, I imagine, the Orcs and the Imperial Guard. I don't think it's going to be any use against Necrons, so let's do Canticles of Wrath instead. See if you can get that kill. I doubt it, but let's try for it. Pretty close. If anything, it hampered their effectiveness quite a bit. He is going to be hard to deal with, though, especially since we can't really engage him in melee. I think we're going to have to back off and kind of force him to come to us. And let's see, you're doing Tactical Marines now. Yeah, we're probably going to need a few of those. Okay, well, let's hop back up here and then our turn. They're going to heal. Oh, we got some Kroot Hounds. They're going to attack my Tactical Marine because everything in this game just loves eating Tactical Marines. Those guys are going to attack the Captain. Why didn't he get a counterattack there? Huh. Strange. Well, how do we want to maneuver this? You can destroy them outright. I just need to make sure that these guys get killed this turn as well. So if I shift everybody... Really? You can't move there? Let's see. Captain. Move to there. Then attack those guys. That'll give us a little bit of space to maneuver with. Well done. So they're out of the way. Now, if you... Okay. Let's put you there and have you kill these guys then. So they're out of the way. You're out of the way, so you shouldn't get slaughtered on the following turn. I'd like to move the chaplain up, but I kind of need to shift everything this way, and I can't do that unless I move the predators. Can you do me a favor and jump? Yeah, jump in there. That would be great. Oh, I have to... So yeah, use your jump packs to get in there, and then you should be able to kill those guys. Well done. That gives me a little bit more room to maneuver now. Let's see. If I put you here, what can you do? You can fire on him. Maybe? Yeah. Okay, that works for me. I don't know how we deal with the actual buildings. I assume we just attack the center one, and that deals with everything else. Let's keep you moving up. Let's get you guys over there as well. You've leveled up too. I think we're going to keep going with Objuration here. Yeah, because we're so confined with this army. Shockwave's not going to be very useful. But Objuration is incredibly good against Necrons. So I think it makes a lot of sense here. And then in later campaigns, we can change things up. Let's keep you moving north as well. We're going to commit all of our forces north until I think the Necrons are dealt with. Or we start seeing movement on the other flank. And let's see. That's been acquired. That just gives us the bonuses from this. It doesn't actually do anything else. So we're going to go ahead and claim this one. We'll probably build a dormitory there, and I'm thinking another refectory would be a good idea. Everything else seems to be fine. More requisition is always good, though, because most of our units just cost upkeep. They don't cost anything else. Excuse me. They just cost requisition for upkeep, not anything else. That wasn't a complete thought. Okay. So the trick now is going to be getting him to come to ground so that we can actually fight him. If we're just going to take shots with our range units, it's going to be very difficult to actually do any damage. I'm going to have you move to there. Hopefully you can still see him. Oh, I guess not. Well, you can. So at least there's that. I could move you there and just have you start lobbing grenades in. Ooh, Orbital Strike. Yes, please. Okay, so how does this work? It's a barrage. Doesn't require line of sight. Large blast. Scales the damage with the group size of the target unit. Whatever that means. Increases the armor penetration against vehicles not usable by infantry after moving. So you can't move and use this. 5-turn cooldown. It's 1 big attack. I could call it down on that. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, wrong button. But yeah, I may as well, because he can't really engage this guy effectively. Let's move you up there. And we'll try a flamer on it. I don't know that it's going to work very well. Let's see. So it's that or basically nothing. So yeah, hit him with a flamer. Why not? I keep right-clicking. 1.8. I mean, that's more than the Tactical Marines would have done. And you can fire on him from there. I wish this Predator could see him. Let's see. You're going to move around there. We'll lob some grenades at him, I guess. Let's keep you with the rest of the pack, but you don't need to be too close to the enemy right now. That's still on cooldown. I'm not sure what you can really do for me. I wish he had like a lightning bolt attack or something. We'll see what his elite ability is, but for now, it looks like he's just going to have to kind of hang back and use objuration when it finishes. You're not close enough to engage, and here comes the Dreadnought. That multi-melta, I think, will be very useful. Okay. One more turn, and I think we're going to call it a day. Probably well over on time right now, but we'll see. I just want to get this research done. He's going to fall back to probably try to heal. These guys are going to run up and make the mistake of doing it on land. They're going to get punched by... Well, they're going to get slapped around by Crosium, actually. Maybe some chainswords as well. Okay. Extra vehicle armor is done. So, I didn't really get to see if the orbital bombardment did anything. I mean, obviously we used it because it's on cooldown now. So, let's see. Captain, move to there. Since all you can really do is attack these guys, I guess you may as well do it. And it looks like he got them both. Fantastic. Can you see him? No, you can't. Right. How do we want to do this? That's going to start firing on us, so we got to be careful. I don't know how much damage we did to it. I really wish that he had grenades. Can I get you in there? That's not a great idea. Let's move you around this way just to make some room. We'll keep you moving in that general direction. You can't quite get there, which is a real shame. Yeah, I guess we'll push you up this way. And at the very least, did that not take any damage? Like, what's the deal with that? We'll do that. That'll buff these guys and debuff him. If you move up, I think you can continue shooting. Yes, you can. Can you fire from there? Yes, perfect. Oh, never mind. I thought that was the devs. I knew he could fire. I was hoping the devs could as well. That's going to do essentially nothing. And let's get you moving up. I'm just hoping he'll attack the chaplain over my squishier units. Let's see. I guess just guard. We'll see what that does. And I'm going to put you guys up here. Not that that's going to make much of a difference. But we want to be able to start throwing crack grenades at that building. We discovered their royal court, which is just their version of, what do you call it? I'm actually going to start sending some troops to the south, just because I think our force up here is pretty overwhelming at this point. We might give them some more tactical marines, but otherwise I think we're pretty solid. And before we call it a day, let's choose our new research project. Assault Marines vulnerable. No, I want passives. Building that produces aircraft. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. That's going to do it for today, guys. We're going to go ahead and leave it here. As I mentioned before, I think we're going to start another campaign in parallel, but on the newest version of the game. I'm allowed to play it on camera, I just can't give it a formal review yet. So we'll start a new one as a different faction, so we can see more of the units and stuff, and maybe a different type of gameplay. I'm leaning toward orcs. I don't want to do 2 Imperial factions at once, so while I am really excited to try the Guard, I want to do a little bit more variety, so maybe after this campaign finishes we'll do Imperial Guard. But I'm leaning toward orcs, I think, since we haven't seen any of them yet. We've seen a little bit of the Guardsmen from when they spawned on us in the south, and we've seen a little bit of the Necrons from, you know, this battle that we've been fighting. We haven't seen any of the orcs yet, so I think that'll be a fun one to do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Gladius Relics of War with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.